Hello and welcome back to the Grand Carolinian. Today I'm going to show you my son's room. This is probably like the first room that we actually finished in the house. His room is very plain and neutral right now. This is probably a room that we will design a little later on, but I did want to show you what we did in here. Okay, so when you walk in, you have his bunk bed, which I am very much looking forward to the day where we can get rid of the bunk bed. I will not redecorate or redo his room until we decide to completely refurnish it. So he has this bunk bed that we bought from Walmart and this rug that has seen better days for sure, but it still is really pretty and matches the vibe. And then we have his air doctor over here, and then the Don't Give Up the Ship flag, which he had in his nursery. And then you can also see that he has decorated it with Pokemon stickers. But this is his bed. We have the beddies on both the bottom and the top. They are amazing. We love them. This was toy storage. So like you can see that top one, all three of these had it, but they have broken off or been dismantled and we just have not put them back on. And his bunk bed is just covered in Pokemon stickers. One of the great selling points about this home for us was that even though it was a kind of older home, I mean, 1970 I don't think is that old, but it had a lot of storage. So basically this whole wall in his room is just wall-to-wall closet space. So these are all closets. We are still trying to figure out like how to organize them. I'll show you a little bit. These are the original doors. So we have that, but yeah, he has all of his like hang up shirts in here. He has some toy storage down here, and then his like day of the week, which I actually do that every week. And then up, he just has like shoes, accessories, and stuff like that in this closet. And then I'll show you the other one. These doors are like a little, they are original and they're a little funky to get closed. I did change the knobs though. I put the little brass knob. Okay, so in this closet, I actually have a full-blown dresser in this closet just because I really like it and I got it for free from Wayfair. So this has like his pajamas, his like swim stuff, clothes that I've bought that I got like on clearance that he hasn't grown into yet. His costume stuff, because he still likes to do some dress up, like his Prince outfit, Jack Skeleton, Buzz Lightyear, Reptile, like stuff like that. His Pokemon cards, and then like some other little random accessories, and then his laundry basket down here. Most of this stuff did come from Georgia when we moved. In that closet. See, these doors have seen better days. Okay, so while I'm showing you this side of the room, I'm going to talk a little bit about what we did have done in here, and I'll put in some befores so you can see what the room did used to look like. We did obviously remove all of the carpet and we put in this LVP. This LVP is in every single room upstairs, besides the bathrooms and our bedroom. But yeah, this is a great floor. We love this. It's very durable. It looks very high end. But with kids, dogs, hardwood floors, you know, just are not a great move at this season of our lives. So we definitely like the LVP. And then we also just went ahead and painted his room this neutral. This is Shoji White from Sherwin-Williams. We actually did leave the popcorn ceilings in here because they are very subtle. I mean, you can see them in this video, but like the other ones in the other rooms were just so dramatic. And this I feel like is a little more subtle and it doesn't bother me as much. And then we also did change out the ceiling fan. But other than that, that's all we did in here besides floors. So floors, paint, and light fixture. And that's really it. I really wanted to do wallpaper in here, but I don't know if you can tell. This is like so uneven. So I just know that wallpaper is not going to look right here. So I might end up like painting a pattern or doing something, but that wall, and then it's the same way over here. Like the way they did the sheetrock, it just like does not look great. I did think about like making this look like a boat because his room is like nautical themed. I did think about like making this paint and make it look like a boat, but I don't know. I feel like that might end up looking a little childish. So I have not done that yet. But back over here, he has his sound machine. I really just need to find another home for that. It's just on this little side table. His dresser from Wayfair. His lamps are also from Wayfair, I think. I got the globe from Facebook Marketplace. And then this is his ship painting that my friend Julie did for him when he was born. He is actually named after this ship, the city of Leeds. And anyway, it's a very long story, but this is the actual like ship behind his name. And so we have that here. I would like probably want to get it framed one day, but I haven't decided like what kind of frame I want. And honestly, it just hasn't been a priority. So it's just hanging as the canvas, and then eventually I'll take it to get framed. But this is something that he'll be able to keep like for the rest of his life, which is super cool. And then over here, I have this really big beanbag chair. He actually loves this. I wanted to get rid of it, but he like sits on it every night and reads his little Jesus Calling devotional. So I will leave it for now. And then I just have these shelves from Amazon with the Wayfair little golden boats. And my in-laws gave us this I love you in a bushel and a peck and hug around the neck for when he was born. That is something that my husband's grandfather always used to say. And then we have this maps book. And then my grandmother got him this. She had an AI like portrait done of him doing karate. It's super cute and he loves it. So this hangs right here. This is, I need to clean my windows, so please don't judge me. They are atrocious, but they're also like the one windows in the house that I actually can't access from the outside. Do you see how dirty that is? I like, because of how the porch is, unless I have like a really, really big ladder, that's the only way I'm going to be able to clean these. So, and my window robot won't work on these because they're like a funky kind of glass. So anyways, long story short, short story long, I can't clean the windows. But these are the 2 pages curtains. I love these. We have these custom made for his room. They ended up, I didn't realize, like I need to find some more curtain hooks because these, the way they clip from Amazon, just clip these like too low and it makes the curtains too long and drag too much on the bottom. So if you have any like curtain for pleated curtains hanging where I can get those up, like I can't get the bar up anymore because of the arch, because of whatever you want to call that, the slant in the wall, but I feel like I can get those clipped up better. So I don't know, do you kind of see how they are? Any tips would be appreciated. I also do have the bamboo automated blinds from 2 pages. So you can put them up and down, which is really nice using the remote. He has his little stained glass frog and then his nightlight from when he was a baby. And then over here, I just have this lamp from Wayfair that has a turtle sticker on it right now. And then he did, I don't know if you guys know, the 2 sawgrass animals that I have on the Polynesian porch actually came from his room. He had all 3 of them hung up here, but he takes them down all the time and messes with them, and they were really nice. So I was planning on taking them out of his room anyways because I knew he would mess them up. So yeah, not much to really see in here, but I do have a vision for this room. I would really like to do like some dark wood paneling on the ceiling and then maybe like paint like some sort of little boats on some of the walls and just like, you know, elevate it a little bit more without doing like wallpaper or anything too crazy. I also have thought about just like coming in and painting the trim like a really pretty like deep grayish blue color. And keeping the walls the shoji white. Again, I need to like spend more time in here and figure out what I want to do. I want this to be a room that will grow with him. If it were up to him, he would just stick Pokemon stickers all over the wall, but we're not going to do that. Also, I do plan on getting him a new bed once I can convince him to get rid of the bunk bed, and then do like nightstands and the whole 9 yards. And then I really would like to also convince him to get him like a different chair for right here. And then somewhere in this room, I'm thinking like maybe right here, I'd love to get one of those like glass Lego displays, you know, because he loves putting together Legos. So maybe right here, or I think because his dresser is so small, I could even like maybe do 2 smaller ones on either side of his dresser to show all of his Legos after he puts them together. I think that would be really cute. So I don't know. We're still playing around in here and seeing what he likes. And yeah, if there was anything that you liked in this video, I'm going to link as many things as I can down below for you to shop. And I think that's it. So thank you so much for being here. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more rooms and more tours and just life, what we're doing around here. We are traditionally crazy, but also fun at the same time. So I hope you stick around, and I'll see you soon.